last week in part 1, Lorne Armstrong, world-famous TCAP star and eternal RSO, thought he had struck gold.
Honey, I have an issue here that I need to talk to you about ASAP.
A hot, young 25-year-old who likes to cuddle.
She doesn't do drugs, she doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink, she likes horses.
Wanted to move into his metal shed, aka shipping container, with his brother Roy. Of course, when she got there, she saw the natural habitat of this trash panda. The only structure she seemed to be interested in or willing to consider living in was the chicken coop. Lauren gave us 5 different descriptions of the chicken coop.
I told her, I said, if you shut the fuck up, I'll tell you. She went over to look at the fucking chicken coop. She said, what's this? I said, that's a fucking chicken pen. Then she walked over to the chicken shed. I said, that's a fucking chicken jack. Well, that's when she walked over to the chicken shed. And she said, what's this? I said, that's a chicken house.
But ultimately, when this troubled young woman saw Lauren's truck, like a true horror movie, she believed it to be the truck that had been stalking her. Naturally, Lauren missed out on the chance to have a real-life captive on his property that he could accidentally walk into the shed and whatever he's going to do. And he was so mad, he doesn't even want his brother Roy moving in now. He gives Jamie a lot of reasons, his fiance, about why Roy can't move in. Mainly about getting him in trouble, but he gives every reason except for the truth. The truth is, the only real interest he had was getting that victim into the shed. And he is so embarrassed that a real homeless person has literally told him to his face, I do not want to live here. I would rather continue to be homeless. We'll finish up the call tonight, picking up right after Jamie brings up the stalking item, which we kind of explore here again. More ridiculous explanations of why Lauren does anything he does. So let's get to part 2 and conclude tonight. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you to the replay crew. Make sure to hit like and subscribe to see more. Let's roll the intro. Hello, Derek. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I like that you haven't changed the intro yet.
No, I mean, we still have... I haven't really had any chance to work on anything, but I think
It's perfect the way it is.
Well, no, I really got to build this one. I was trying to translate our names, and I think mine was a HearMeowt. What was yours? Yours was something like
Alex Derek.
No, it was better. That was one of the options. I think it was something about fiancico or like,
No.
Yes, that's
El novio pasado, el ex novio.
Wait, here it is. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, mine's Escucha Meow.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And Ex-Novio Derek.
I told you, ex-novio.
Oh, okay. Or Derek El Ex-Novio. No, Ex-Novio Derek is better.
Ex-novio Derek. Well, that
we need to branch out.
Boyfriend. Ooh,
I even got the punctuation right on that one.
Look at that.
Okay, so let's say hi here. Pushy Destroyer, Leela Daisy, Octopushy, Rachel D, Rob Sop. Yeah, let's get into part 2 here of the call. So I backed it up a little bit. This is right before she accused him. Have you ever been called a stalker?
Oh, different from me because I've got my mother's birthday in mind. Versus drinking for 5 fucking days and not knowing what day it is at all. You're still trying to find fault with me on shit.
So explain to how it works, Lorne, because you are saying that Roy's not welcome because he won't help himself. But today he was going to move in.
Well, no, I was trying to get him to move here today, but he didn't even want to. He didn't even want to come here.
Right, so what if he did?
Hello, outdoor loser.
At least that would have given me a clue. Okay, he's wanting to try now. How can you help somebody that doesn't want to help
Right, and the
himself?
woman embarrasses you still.
One quick question here I was thinking about. I listened to this last night, right? I was trying to figure out which is more sad. For Roy, the fact that you've got Lorne Armstrong trying to do an intervention for you. Right? Nobody wants to see that. You walk in a room and Lorne's like, hey, we need to sit down. There's something, you're ruining your life. Like, damn. If Lorne thinks I'm screwing up, right? Or is it more hurtful or more pathetic for Lorne to know that his brother, like he knowing how pathetic he is or his life is, that his brother doesn't view him as superior and would rather live in squalor than be like him. You know what I'm saying? Like neither one's good. Neither one's good at all. And he got a double whammy with the prostitute also saying no. But
I don't think Roy would really care about it. I could see Roy walking into an intervention and being like, "What the fuck, Frank?" and just walking out.
Yeah, but the fact that Roy doesn't even care about Lorne, right? Because it's pretty clear through this that I don't think Roy ever had the intention to move in this weekend.
No, he did not.
Because he's been, and so the fact you can't even con your loser brother. Hello, MCL.
Now what?
She doesn't embarrass me. She irritated me. I'm not embarrassed by her. That's her own fault. She wants to sleep in the truck instead of clean the shed out. That's her problem, not mine.
You are, it's obvious.
I was nice enough to offer it. So that's what pissed me off. It's her attitude.
Let's not forget that this was all with a $200 a month rent, having to work to clean out the place, having to work to help the tear down house, having to pay the power bill. He was doing this out of the goodness of his heart.
Don't forget about the sodomy and the molestation.
The extreme amount of molestation that would be going on. Free,
right? It's free.
I mean, I hate it when I got to pay to get molested.
You tell us if the volume's good or not on the call, guys.
With me on shit that it's like, why would you try to find fault with me when I try to help somebody else? No, I'm not shutting up because you're still trying to find fault with me when I'm trying to help. When I try to help somebody else out, it's like I can't do anything right.
Don't shut up.
No.
You were rude and swore and insulted her. Wow, Lorne, you are so great. That's what you want to hear.
The way she fucking get out and start walking around like she owns the place, I wonder if I can walk all over. Pathetic is the way she wanted to fucking run over me by walking around on my property.
Fuck off.
I love the hang-ups here.
What? Why are you telling me to fuck off?
You called
I tried to help.
Why wouldn't I say what?
Well, why would you tell me to fuck off? I tried to do something nice and help somebody, and you're telling me to fuck
I want
off.
You to.
Really?
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 And that's how you feel about me.
Right now, yeah.
And why is that? Because I try to help somebody out and they act like a fucking idiot?
Yep. You're a saint.
Or is it because it's my job to look after Roy
Yep.
when Roy can't look after himself?
Because you are angry a woman rejected you and you are throwing a tantrum.
No. I'm pissed about the way she acted. I tried to fucking help her, and the way she acted is what pissed me off.
Right, her saying no is what pissed you off.
No, the way she acted is what pissed me off. What pissed me off is when she fucking left and fucking was leaving and just walked right through her truck and said, "Nice truck that's been following me around for days." I said, "Why? I've never even fucking seen you."
I love that.
That's what pissed me off. That's the biggest thing that pissed me
We're
off.
in.
I'm not hooking myself up with to be around people like that.
Seems like a sensitive issue for you.
Damn straight it is. I'm not being around people like that. I don't want people like that in my life.
Have you been called a stalker before?
Not that I ever remember. I've never stalked anybody. I've never even fucking seen her before today.
Not that you know of.
Not that I ever remember. I don't ever remember seeing her. I've never met her. I don't ever even remember seeing her truck.
Girl, lady is from Cornville.
What'd you say? Do I think she's from Cornville?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
feel
sure
like
she.
Everyone in Cornville, though.
I think she's probably just a traveler that's getting by. She's probably from the big city, Portland, or
Yeah, hell, even Skowhegan is a big city compared to Cornville or Bangor.
she was a waitress at the what's it called, Wits End.
Wits End.
And once that place closed up,
Perfect.
she had to turn to the streets.
Ah, poor girl. Yeah, she's the local meth enthusiast, says Outdoor Loser.
Did they ever say the name of the hotel that they're staying at?
Not to my knowledge.
That Roy's staying at? No, okay.
I can't imagine it's very nice.
$725 for a week? That's got to be luxury.
Oh, he said it was $720. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
$725 for a week. Hell, that's much more than I would have expected.
And this is right in 2020 in COVID, right? So they're not cleaning anything in there. Yeah. Pine Ridge, is that a real hotel? We'll have to look.
My one concentration has been on you. I don't stalk people.
So you've never been called a stalker?
Not that I know of. I've never intentionally stalked anybody.
Not that you know of.
No. Not that I know of.
How do you unintentionally stalk somebody? Right?
You know what? If there was anyone who could do that, it is this man.
Are you looking at the hotels too?
No, I'm not.
There's a Breezy Acres Motel. This looks like the place he'd be.
Whatever's the cheapest and will allow you to live there for either an hourly rate or a weekly rate.
Yeah, I mean any place that, or well, I mean I've stayed at a place that had monthly rate, but that was because
the
insurance thing. But here, let's see.
But
you see that?
No, I can't see anything.
You don't see it on screen? It's not on screen right now?
No.
Oh, I got to add it to the stage. Sorry. Okay, remove that. Add that. this thing. This looks...
That seems a little classy for Roy.
Okay, well, but the other ones aren't... there's the Canaan... That's 142. That's out of the price range. The Town Motel...
There's another possibility that this isn't an official motel of any sort.
I don't know. The jealousy in Lauren's voice tells me it is a real hotel. Okay, go back here. Sorry.
And why the fuck would she say that when I just met her today? I don't ever even remember seeing her ever before. I don't go to bars. I don't
It's the intro to New Detectives or Forensic Files.
fucking hang around people like that. I don't drink.
Did your charge ever come up? Is that why her attitude changed?
Good question.
My charge never came up.
So you've never been called a stalker?
How many times are you going to ask me the same question?
Because I know the answer.
What was the answer? Who's called me a stalker before?
You tell me.
Jimmy, I'm not playing that goddamn game. This girl said that shit and that pissed me off because I've never even fucking seen her before.
Have you ever had a restraining order?
Nope.
That's shocking, quite frankly. Just, Nikki, but besides that.
There was Nikki. I think it was Nikki. There was no restraining order, just a cop came and wanted me to fucking leave Nikki alone. It's like I never even fucking did anything to Nikki.
Standard thing. Standard.
Nikki was the one that screwed me over big time with money when I was trying to fucking help her.
Well, that popped up real quick, mister. You don't think so?
Here it is. This is the Pinewood
okay?
Motel.
That's more it. Now that's better.
I try to leave out the bad parts of my life because I don't want to remember them. I forget about them. Then they pop in my head.
ODL, you were
I never
close.
remember it.
Right.
Oh, right.
I mean, if I had a nickel for every time...
Why is it you're trying to...
What? Good.
If I had a nickel for every time the cops told me I can't harass the
Oh, of course.
waitress staff, I'd be a rich man.
What is this, another stalking thing, guys? Come on.
Put me down. Yeah, convenient. Convenient that you want to put me down for fucking trying to help somebody else. Don't you find something wrong with that? Convenient how I don't want to fucking help Roy when he don't want to help himself. Because I don't want him getting my ass in trouble. But yet you still think that it's wrong that I
You
help him
want
out.
to help him now.
But I
You like
should
this
still
trash
take the
panda?
chance to try to help Roy so he can get my ass in trouble.
On it.
Looks like a
So you don't
raccoon,
mind if
but...
Roy, if I help Roy out and he comes here and drinks and gets me in trouble.
The
You
lady
don't
pissed
mind?
you off now. You don't want to help him. Think you keep ignoring that part.
No, that's seeing what he's bringing around him. Because he's not going to bring stuff around me like that.
Right.
Right. It's obvious you don't care if I get in trouble.
Huh?
Oh, that's what he says in the final impact call with Will. Will starts mocking him, and he goes, right.
Just as long as I try to help Roy out. When I've tried to fucking help Roy out, and he
You
doesn't
just
care.
proved that point, thanks.
Yeah, just prove what point? That I'm not going to get my ass in trouble to fucking help him because he can't help himself?
You didn't care until today.
He's a grown man.
You didn't care until today.
I didn't see until today.
The lady pissed you off now. You don't want to help him. Think you keep ignoring that part.
No, I want to help him. But
You
he
didn't
doesn't want
care
to help
until
himself.
today.
Don't fucking keep repeating yourself and trying to fucking blame it all on me because he's a goddamn alcoholic and don't want to help himself.
She's a robot. She could repeat
Isn't
herself.
that funny how you don't want to look out for
You
me?
just proved that point, thanks.
You just proved that you don't want to fucking look out for me. Thanks.
Shut up.
No. Fuck you.
Fuck off. What?
I want to know why you're not looking out for me. You want me looking out for Roy and you want me to get my ass in
Fuck
trouble.
off.
You're fucking doing this shit all.
So was that a new angle? Because it's so hard to remember what comes up in these calls, right? This is the first time he's introduced, like, you're not helping me, right? I think.
I don't recall it happening. You mean with any catfish?
No, within this call. Within this argument.
Within this call. Yeah, I think you're right.
So he's realized, hey, my argument isn't working. I better come back and hit her with something else. Try and guilt her.
What?
Why are you telling me to fuck off when I'm telling you you're not? No, you're not looking out for.
What?
Because he keeps trying to repeat it here, right?
Why are you looking out for me when it comes to internet people, but when it comes to my brother wanting to get me in trouble, you're not looking out for me? Instead, it's more important that I get in trouble so that he can come here and take a chance of him drinking on our property.
You were moving him into day dumb shit.
Yeah, until I saw what he was hanging around. Until I saw the way that he was acting this morning.
This woman.
Until this woman, because I realized that the type of girl that she is, like, she doesn't give a shit about anything but her.
Right, so
She doesn't give a shit about.
How do you know that, Lauren?
She doesn't give a shit. And I'd already been thinking about it this morning when I saw Roy. He doesn't care about what he's doing.
There's another one I picked up. He doesn't care about what he's doing. He's going to say how much he's disgusting. But yet, at the beginning of this call or this interaction, he's like, I think Roy's finally done drinking.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
So how is this on me, dummy?
You want me to look after Roy
Fuck off.
when I finally come to the decision that I'm not going to.
I truly think this is a request that
came to the decision.
this is a request nobody has made of him. Nobody has ever gone up to Lauren and said, "Hey, I really need your help with blank." I mean, other than I guess Durango Mango.
Yeah. But she didn't know.
She didn't know. She just moved there.
Yeah.
So that's the one person he could scam.
And on top of it all, his name was like A1, so he would show up first in the phone book. So that doesn't help.
Yeah, he should have. I don't know.
Fuck off.
No. Sharon's even telling me not to let him live here.
Hello, Jim Roush, mustache.
Even last weekend, he came here with alcohol. I told him, don't buy alcohol, Roy, when we stopped at Walmart. What's he do? He comes out with alcohol. And I didn't know until we got here.
About it all week. Why are you putting this on me?
Because you're trying to ask me why I'm not looking out for him. Why I'm giving up looking out for him.
So phenomenally stupid.
This morning, he doesn't want to help himself. He's just there. He wasn't even drinking, but he's not even helping himself. And then he brings this girl over. That there, she sounded like she was all right. When she got here, she acted like I owed her something.
He brings this
and then
girl
she said that
over.
stupid bullshit when she left.
It's an interesting choice of words. He brings this girl over.
Wait, you're saying like he means in terms of her being a prostitute, or
No. I just mean he can't keep his story straight because he said Roy didn't come over. That she came over.
Yeah, I think he's just stupid.
I think he can't keep it's sort of like the Pollard stories where there's to my knowledge, at least 3 different versions of what happened to Paula and him,
Right.
and what happened afterwards. At least 3. So he just can never keep his lies straight.
Yeah, idiot.
No, like, I don't want fucking
Right,
people
you
around me
didn't
like
know
that.
days ago. Oh wait, you did because you said it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was hanging around people like that. I didn't know he was hanging around people like that. I knew he was drinking.
That he didn't want to help himself.
I knew it days ago, but I figured he'd snap out of it. And this morning,
Right.
I brought him breakfast this morning. I cared enough to bring him fucking breakfast and coffee to help him, to try to get him to help himself out. To stop drinking and start trying again. It just blew me away that he doesn't want to help himself.
Lorne could run his own very successful version of like a scared straight camp, though.
Bring your prostitute over. We'll scare her straight.
Well, yeah, that or any teenager. Bring the empty out juvenile hall. Be like, you have to live on this property for 1 week.
Just keep Lorne on a chain.
There are no rules about what you do. You just have to live here. You can't leave the boundary. And then they're all reformed.
Yeah, they would only last about a day.
Yeah,
I would hope, because they're going to get molested that night, so there's no other option.
Or they just say, "Could I just serve out my sentence?"
Yeah, I'd rather go to prison, sir.
I'll take the 10 years.
Yeah.
As much as I want to help him, I can't help him because he doesn't want to help himself, and I can't take the chance of him coming here and hiding beer.
Change your mind after this woman calls you a stalker.
But you
after
were
have been
going.
accused
Thank
of
you,
it
Jamie.
before.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say. Is what Jamie said was what I was going to say.
Who gives a fuck about this woman? I'm not talking about this woman. You're hung up on this woman. No, I don't give a fuck about her. I don't owe her shit. I offered her a place. Jamie, will you stop, please?
You just were dummy.
I offered her a place to stay. She didn't want it? Fine, whatever. She pissed me off with what she fucking said.
Oh,
So
you
what?
are talking about her again.
It's because you did.
But you weren't taking about her. Right.
Why are you going round and round on that? I don't care about her. She doesn't want to stay here. That's her. I don't care. Trying to help him out if I can offer him a place to stay. It's the only option he has other than a homeless
My boy
shelter.
can go fuck himself now that she's out of the picture.
Yep.
Why would you say that? I've been trying to get Roy to stay here all week. I've been trying to get him to stop drinking all week, and you know that. But I'm not going to have him bringing people around here like that.
You are literally complaining about me saying help Roy. Good God.
I have tried to help Roy. I've been trying to help Roy. Why are you telling me to... Hello?
Oh.
Fuck off.
Whatever. Fuck you telling me fuck off for?
Now he's just going through his trash like the raccoon he is.
Because you are ridiculous.
No, you're ridiculous telling me to fuck off and hanging up all the time.
No, you are.
And you're ridiculous for thinking that I'm going to have Roy over here when he keeps bringing alcohol over so I can get my ass in trouble. Then I'll find out
What is he packing, by the way? I can't understand. I know what it sounds like is he's just slamming a bunch of dishes around. Maybe is it pots and pans?
He does aggressively he does aggressively play with dishes in the sink, when he's angry. So that's one thing. The other thing is he looks through his bags of literal garbage that he's taken.
It sounds like Pyrex to me. I'm just like, how are you not breaking this stuff? And then I assume the crinkling is newspaper.
Yeah.
Hanging around bullshit like that, and you think it's because of her.
Or one of his little teacups. He's drinking on that video chat. I love that he was drinking out of a little teacup. Just
because of her insulting me.
So much more of an old lady.
Or whatever
but when you hang up all the time and it's fine.
So the problem is, Jamie, is that you want me to look after Roy. You want me to look after Roy. You look after me with the internet people, but you don't look after me with my own brother. You want me to look after him.
We still have Trash Panda going.
So many fucking times. To see him this morning was just... I told him. He looked disgusting.
You were the one who was fucking inviting him to live with you, idiot.
Yeah, I was. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care about himself. I can't have him here if he's not going to care about himself.
So that's what I mean. How pathetic it is. More pathetic. Getting an intervention from Roy or from Lorne, or having your intervention rejected from your brother Roy. They're equally as
They're
pathetic.
both horrible.
They're both horrible.
They're horrible.
So how is that on me, stupid?
Because you're telling me to fuck off, and you keep trying to tell me that I need to.
Hello,
help
Mr.
him.
Furley.
I can't help him when he doesn't want to help himself. And by taking the chance of him coming here and bringing people like that here, and alcohol.
What is
here,
wrong with the girl? What
he's gonna
happened
put
to
me
her?
in jail, and I'm not going to let it happen.
She called him a stalker.
But he keeps saying people like that. So what is so wrong with? Was she just cracking open a Bud Light right when she arrived?
It's people that reject him.
Okay, yes,
That
I know
remind
that.
him how pathetic he is.
I know
That's what
that.
the real answer is.
That's the real answer. But in his imagination, in this made-up world, what was so wrong?
No, that. Well, I'm confused by your question, because that's the answer is he's embarrassed by somebody rejecting him.
That's the true answer. But I feel like there's got to be a middle answer. The illusion that he's trying to keep.
Oh,
that she's
okay.
so...
You're saying the embarrassment would be
Hookerish?
subconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because he's not going to get to bang her. That's exactly what Rob Sopp said. That's the answer. Remember the motivations?
It is the answer. Yes.
It's the motivations. Physical contact with a female. That was up sky high this morning. Now she thinks she's a stalker. Well, obviously he's not going to get close to her. So he's pissed. He's totally against it now.
So now he's at 3 and 4.
Well, he's just citing 4 as because there probably is there's probably a higher chance of him going to prison with those two living on his property than not. Not saying it's measurable, but it's not zero. Whatever they could be doing, right? So that is now his top priority, staying out of prison.
But also he's continuously saying that he's got to help Roy get better. As if Lorne could help anyone. Ever.
Or maybe it's just the sad reality, realizing he had his one goal. I'm going to get Roy in here, and he's going to start giving me money. That's how his day started, right? Then it shot way up. They did the takeaway from him. They tricked him with teasing of cuddling. And now she's staying with his brother, which is also the reason he's really pissed about how pathetic Roy is. She doesn't want to live here, and she prefers my brother.
So she must therefore be, to use Jeff Sokol, a dirty, dishonest person.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
When did he say that? I don't remember dirty. When did he say that? I've watched. Yeah, when did he say it? I've watched it like 25 times.
Oh, he says, do I look like a dirty, dishonest person?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you want to think that that's me thinking about myself, then yeah, it's me thinking about myself. I'm not going to let him fuck up my life just because he's fucked up his own.
Good lord. Love how kicking your brother to the curb because you don't like this woman is my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. But you keep putting me down. You keep finding fault with me for wanting to fucking help people out.
Wonder why I'm saying fuck off.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, you keep putting me down, Jamie. Why would you put me down for trying to
Okay,
help?
yeah, I agree. Mr. Fairley, you're also right. I think...
I totally agree.
Now, Costa. Oops. You need to take down the thing so you can see it. So you can get Chloe's full rating. Now, Costa. All right.
Somebody out.
You aren't.
No, I'm not now. He can find his own way. He did it to himself. I didn't do it to him.
So why should you be praised?
You don't have to praise me. I don't care. You just want to keep putting me down, so just go with that. You seem to get a kick out of it.
Well, you are looking for accolades, though, Lorne. You keep saying, I'm doing this for somebody. Look at what I'm doing. I'm doing this. Not just, hey, they bothered me, right? They asked me. I couldn't care less. He has to bring up the fact that he's doing something good for free with no effort.
If you don't care, you wouldn't be saying half this shot.
Well, I do care. But there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about you putting me down. Nothing I can do about Roy fucking not wanting to stop drinking. Nothing I can do about where he put himself. But there is something that I can do about him coming here and getting my ass in trouble. I love you, so my focus is on me and you.
Bullshit.
Not me and you.
Yeah, because he hears this as jealousy, right? Now he needs to circle back, make sure that they know they're rock solid.
Of course. Well, yeah, especially now that his possible female victim has run away. He's got to make sure Jamie's still there.
Mm-hmm. This was always about us the entire time, Jamie.
Yep.
I was drinking in a row, but you were going to move in today. Then decide you will get in trouble, but in reality it's because of this woman and you won't own it.
It's because of this woman, because Roy's bringing these people like that around him. And you're not understanding that. I'm not going to have people like that around here.
No, I did, dummy.
You and your name calling, I'm telling you. I'm not going to have him getting me in trouble.
Stop with this horse shit about getting in trouble.
I'm not going to stop with this horse shit about getting in trouble because he brings alcohol around. It gets me in trouble. He brings people like that around that if I can cause problems.
You clearly didn't care yesterday or today.
No, what?
You clearly didn't care yesterday or today.
I tried to get him to come over here yesterday.
But now you do.
Every day I've tried.
But now you do.
Yeah, because I see what he's bringing around and I see that he's not going to.
Huh?
Jamie has a processor, not really a brain. He's a robot.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Stop.
Right, the woman.
And, yeah, that's part of the reason. Because of the fucking woman. Because he's bringing people like that around him. Because he's bringing people like that around.
Just admit it.
Jesus Christ, Jamie. When he's bringing people around that act like that, I don't want him around.
To tap dance around ITV.
No, I'm not tap dancing around anything. Did she insult me? Yes, she did. Oh, well. There's nothing I can do about that. I can be pissed off about it all I want. Doesn't matter. But I can do something about her ever being here again.
I could do something about her ever being here again. That's not a problem for you, Lorne.
Nope. She doesn't.
Whether Roy is there or not, she will not be coming back. You should know that based on your interaction.
Yep.
The alcohol only gets you in trouble if you drink it. Is that the issue?
No.
You will drink or have?
No. I can't have it on the property. So what's Roy do? When we stopped at Walmart, Mom even said it. He's probably buying alcohol. I didn't see him have any alcohol when he came out with bags.
Right, when did this happen?
This was last weekend. He put the bags in the back of the truck. He got in the truck, and I asked him, I said, you didn't have any alcohol in there, did you? And he didn't answer me right off.
But you were moving him in today.
Trying to get him to stop drinking. He acted like he was going to stop drinking when I called him in the morning. And every morning he's acting like that.
So why does that story matter?
Because he brings alcohol here.
But you were moving him in today.
He goes and puts it on the neighbor's land. Then he goes over and drinks it.
Today.
What is your point, Jamie?
It's the entire point, Lorne. It's the entire point. God, he is so stupid. Like, I don't even think this is him being stubborn, right? Which he is. Or do you think he understands what she's saying? I don't think he does.
I don't think he does. I really don't. I don't think he does, and I don't think he wants to either.
Yeah, he just wants to get back to where he was at beginning of the day, that he was going to be doing something good for Roy, but he wasn't having to commit to it. And, Jamie was going to see him as a good guy. He's so far, he should have just quit while he was at. He should never walked into the casino, but that's what he did. He put it all in black this morning.
What's your point?
I'm trying to help him out and trying to get him to stop drinking, trying to get him to get his life back. Because he's got no other option other than the homeless shelter.
And again, the homeless shelter, I think, is something Roy would gladly go to.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, what if part of Lorne's fear is he goes to the homeless shelter, he gets his life on track, right? Everyone's like, "Do you hear about Roy? Man, he's doing so good since he moved to that homeless shelter."
Absolutely. I think that's totally the case. Lorne's big fear is Roy getting his life together. Because he's always been able to say that Roy is the fuck up, not him.
Oh, I just had a thought. What if, in addition to the money, because he always wants money, what if he knew that, Roy always has chicks around, so I get Roy on my property, then chicks, maybe they call a girlfriend.
Bada bing, bada boom, I have a threesome.
Yeah. With his brother? No, like, it's a double date. You know what I mean? Like that was his plan all along, and now now it's deflated, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're totally right. Because Roy, that's one thing Roy does. He
gets the ladies.
He is the Casanova. He can get all the women.
Love him, leave him. Roy the heartbreaker.
Love him and leave him.
I didn't want to see him go there.
You were moving in today and you are listing shit that happened days ago.
Yeah, but to see him this morning, too.
What's your point?
My point is he doesn't want to help himself. He's hanging around, starting to hang around people that don't care about themselves.
Right.
Yeah, so get him to live with a registered sex offender. You don't want to be around the wrong crowd, Roy.
Yeah, no.
Like the woman.
Yeah, the woman. I tried to help her, but that wasn't good enough for her, so whatever.
She doesn't care about herself, how?
Thank you,
Well,
James.
she doesn't care about herself, and by wanting to have a place to stay where she can get up and walk around, she'd rather sleep in a truck. That's her problem, not mine.
Get up and walk around.
She,
Oh, I love the walk around in the prostitute habitat.
The hooker pen.
Do you ever see Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Okay, remember the last final season when they've got Jesse on that
On the leash.
on the leash rack system?
Yeah, yeah.
Jesse can move around. It's exactly how I imagine the inside of that metal container being.
The inside of that kill shack looking like.
What do they call it with what do you call it with the dogs where you set it up a runway back and forth? There's a name for it. A path where they can run back and forth.
I don't know.
Specifically to burn off edge. Somebody in the chat's got to know. There's a name for it. I can't think of it, but yeah, that's exactly the prostitute set up on the harness system within the trailer and a runner. If it, yeah, that might be it. Setting up a runner system.
So the hooker could get her exercise.
Yeah, exactly.
And Lauren just comes out every couple days to give her some gravy trained dog food.
Okay, a dog run. Yeah, there we go. A dog run.
Dog run? Sure, why not?
That's
Oh, track. The hooker killed Shaq.
Let's see what ChatGPT
you
comes
want
up
to,
with.
oh
on
well. I wasn't gonna have her bullshit to tell me that she's seen my
She
my
doesn't
truck
want to
following her
live
a
in a
couple of
metal
days
shipping
ago.
container in winter.
We're gonna insulate it.
Well,
That's-
what a bitch.
That spoiled bitch. I gotta grab my phone. Okay. Oh. Yeah, or changed in a box like the GIMP.
Yes.
I had already told her that we were gonna insulate it. Part of it's already insulated from when Roy was in there. And she was all game for that.
Her comment at the end is the issue. Clearly.
Her comment at the end is a major issue.
That's the issue.
That's a major issue for me.
Why?
Because I'm not going to have people telling me that I was following them around a few days
Because
ago.
you stalked
and I've never.
before.
Jamie, knock your bullshit off. What you're fucking doing sounds really fucked up.
It's in the paperwork, Lorne. I had. What?
What? You had what?
What?
You said I hang up all the time, but you'd be Jamie Canto, so I figured I'll call you back because. But Jamie,
No, fuck off.
you're trying to find fault with me again, all over again. Something happened fucking years ago that
You made
I
the
was trying to help
decision,
somebody
stick
else
with
out.
it. What?
Made what decision?
What?
What do you mean what? I don't even know what you're saying what to now.
Repeat what you said.
I said you bring up this thing about this fucking stalking years ago that I weren't even stalking her. I was trying to help her out and trying to get fucking money back. And she called the fucking cops on me.
That's not what the paperwork says.
Or whatever it says. That's the way I remember it.
And that's all that really matters, Lorne.
I try to forget stupid shit like that.
It says you called her a shit ton.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of her because she owed me money.
You hide her name on your phone as Mom N.
That's true.
That's one of the dumbest things as well. Just change it to something that, I mean, they still would have found it. I'm sure they found it by just entering the number and finding it in there, right? But Mom N, which is obviously right after Mom. In his, and it's not like he's got like hundreds of numbers there, right? He's probably got like, what, 5?
He's gone through. I just listened to a call where he was going through his phone contacts. There's like, he didn't make it the whole way through, but basically there's only about 8 in there.
Yeah? What's your point, Jamie?
Why?
Why are we going back up there?
Why?
Mom Nikki.
Because she's right next to Mom. Right up there with Mom.
I don't know why. I don't remember why I did it. I'm not letting my fucking self go way back there right now.
Yes, right. The potential in Samantha. She wants to make something of her life. Unlike Roy, and what better life coach than Lorne Armstrong?
He is a mentor. He's a healer.
What was the reason you gave for calling her 100 times?
No, Jamie. What's your point in all this fucking thing? Because this fucking woman says that I fucking. She saw my truck following her. She didn't see my truck following her. I've never even seen her before.
Cops just showed up doesn't add up.
She is perfect for Will.
Jimmy, I don't even remember it anymore. Why do I need to bring that back in my memory?
Clearly it's still there if this woman's comment upset you so much.
Yeah, because I'm on fucking probation. I'm not going to have people like that around me.
Right.
Every literally moving them both in today.
That should matter.
People calling you a stalker.
Yeah.
Clearly it's still there if this woman's comment upset you so much.
It pisses me off. Call me a fucking stalker. I've never even fucking seen her before.
Yeah, well, it's more than you did, but okay.
But she was all hot in that skirt.
Of your character.
You know, you're constantly finding fault with me.
Exactly.
Trying to find fault with me.
This is a great comment. All of the things he chooses to forget are all of the things he would benefit from remembering.
Yeah.
Outstanding. I screwed it up with the text over it again. Oh well.
Likewise.
Likewise? Like what, Jamie? I don't want to find fault with you. I just want to love you. But you keep fucking doing shit to fucking...
I just want to love
you. You know, what the fuck?
Who did you call Jamie? Who was on the phone, Jamie? How much time are you giving them, Jamie?
Yeah, well, what's with all the attention to fucking Carter?
Ooh,
there
we
go. The attention to Carter.
There we go. Pop,
And this,
bang.
This is 5 days before the Carter call.
Is it?
Yeah, because that one's dated 9/29. The one that Reborn just went through. This is 9/24.
Yeah, well.
Pop, pop, bang, bang.
Then you call your fiance bro while you're trying to have fucking phone sex with him.
Yeah, well.
What's up with that shit?
Yeah, well.
Well,
Yeah, well.
I don't see you answering my questions.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck no. You keep saying shut the fuck up just so
I
you don't
did
have to answer my
them,
question.
stupid.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
All right, then what's up with calling me bro when we're having phone sex?
I thought that was normal.
Oh god, shut up.
Yeah, my wife
No.
does that.
This shit's fucking... Jesus Christ, why don't you see
You are
that?
such a child.
No, I know. I'm a child because I don't want my fiance calling me bro. I'm getting words from some guy that seems to be giving an
Shut
awful lot
up,
of
bro.
attention to. Yeah. You're-
Why are you trying to find fault with me, Lorne?
I don't want to find fault with you.
Why are you trying to find faults with me, Lorne?
I'm not trying to. I want to know when you
You
do
are
you go.
defending me, Lorne.
Jamie, when you do shit like that,
That's
how do
the
you think that makes
that's the only thing the chat GPT would let me generate. It was making some more stuff that was blurred that I couldn't see that looked better, but then it kept saying I can't do that.
Me, Lorne.
How do you think that makes me feel when you do shit like that? Call some guy to fucking see what time he's coming over so you can dress nice.
There we go with deflecting.
It doesn't even sound right.
You got me thinking.
I don't want to find fault with you. I just don't want you doing that shit. It's like, why would you do it? Why would you even care?
Right,
Why would
Lorne,
you
so
care
you
what
can
the-
have excuses for doing it, but when I point out my reasoning, it isn't valid?
For doing what, Jamie? What am I doing? Trying to help somebody out?
You were an asshole to them.
Well, she was being an asshole to me.
Well. Well.
Of course I'm going to get offended if she's being an asshole to me when I'm just trying to help her out. And Roy, I want to help him so bad, but he doesn't want to help himself. I can't do anything about it. And I'm not going to get myself in trouble for him.
So
Bringing it
I
back
point
to
that out
Roy.
and you cry like a little bitch saying I don't defend you and point out faults.
You didn't defend me on that. You asked me, saying,
Different
why do I
for
not
you.
want to help him out now? You're saying,
Different
why do
for
I
you.
not want him? So you're repeating yourself again. I heard you the first time.
You aren't defending me, Lorne. Why are you trying
Defending-
to find fault with me, Lorne?
Why are you calling some guy to fucking see what time he's coming over so you can look nice?
God, fuck off.
See, you don't want to answer that.
I told you why that night, you dipshit.
You told me that you like
Maybe if you
to look nice
fucking
for
listen.
company. You told me that you like to look nice for company. That I can understand. When
Then
you're
what is the
singling out
problem, Lauren?
One person.
Yep.
You clearly
That's
don't.
disturbing.
You clearly
When you're
don't.
singling out one person, it's disturbing.
You clearly don't understand.
Oh, I understand that you want to look nice. That's understandable. I just don't like that you're singling out one person.
had the answer, but you just said I don't answer the question, moron. Do you listen to yourself when you speak?
Yeah. Do you listen to me?
Yes.
It doesn't sound like you are.
How?
Because you
had
say
the
you
answer,
like to
but
look.
you just said I don't answer the question, moron. Do you listen to yourself when you speak?
You like to look nice for company. Understandable. Why single out one guy and call him and ask him what time he's coming over?
You just said I didn't answer the question.
Why would you even care what time he's coming over?
You just said I didn't answer the question.
Yeah, and I said you did answer the question, but why would you single out one person?
But.
Why would you single out one person? And why would you care? Why would you care what he thinks? Why would you care what he thinks when you already have a fiance?
But.
Honey, I don't want to find fault with you, but I can't not tell you what bothers me.
Fuck off,
And I do it. What? I can't not tell you what bothers me, and I expect you to tell me what bothers you.
God forbid I have pride and like to look nice.
Well, that's fine, honey. I love that. But I don't love it that you called one guy just to see what time he was coming over.
I know nothing about that.
Oh, what, looking nice?
Yeah.
Or having pride? Or having pride? Which one's that?
Both, I guess.
No, gee, thanks.
Look at yourself, Lorne.
Suppose I should go to a construction job in a suit.
You don't even have a construction job.
That doesn't even make any goddamn sense.
I don't know what that do me, but
even live at your place.
That's not my problem. That's hers.
I think it speaks more to you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So it speaks more to me because I offered her a place to stay, but she didn't want to stay in it. She'd rather stay in her truck instead of being able to stay in a place where she can move
because
around.
It's filthy.
Yeah.
She didn't see the inside of the house.
Right.
She didn't see the best part.
The house
I didn't get a chance to sell around the interior.
Yeah, the house is lovely.
Oh my God.
The way he's fixed it up, you got a door on the ceiling. Instead of a ceiling fan, you have a desk fan that's been nailed to the ceiling. An indoor wind chime.
It's 100% livable.
For how long?
This guy. Things I could do with that kind of delusion.
The other thing I'm noticing as I'm listening to this is Lorne's mind is sort of like a flashlight. It can only focus its beam, a very weak flashlight. It can only focus its beam on one thing. And heaven forbid it tries to move to different things. Like, it just bounces around so much. So it illuminates different things. But if you're trying to see a bigger picture, you would turn on the light, but he can't. It doesn't make sense trying to follow his logic.
No.
And his train of thought. And he cannot see a broader argument besides what he's arguing at that exact moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a gift, though. It'd be nice to not ever have to think about the stupidity that you've already had.
Yeah.
Or you said.
Can you come in the house? Wow.
Actually, he's one of those flashlights that, like, got cut out if you have it at a certain angle. You got to bang it to, like, get it.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Well.
Yeah, well.
Well,
Here I am trying to fix the house up so that you like it. I don't give a fuck if any other woman likes it.
You'll have to keep working, I guess.
Well, why wouldn't I keep working?
because you're lazy as
Or was that a put down?
I wasn't talking about a job. We know you don't have one.
You mean the house? To make it look nice. No shit, I need to keep working on it. I already know that, but thanks for stating it.
Yeah, Octopus, she kind of like a fleshlight.
How's
I
Casella
love you for
going?
my... How's the what?
How's Casella going?
I haven't heard from him. So I guess I'm gonna have to start up the business and work for this lady through the winter. And whatever other jobs I can get from the business, I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna go about doing it without internet people knowing that it's mine.
if it's somehow advertise and be secretive about your business, this is going to be a great plan. Well, we want to be seen, but not by the wrong people.
And not by the authorities, where I have to pay taxes.
If I use post office box, that'll be enough, or if they need a physical address or not. So I got to call H&R Block and see if they know the answer to the question.
Dear God.
My head is so wound up about not knowing what to do about a vehicle, and so I really don't want a payment, but
Yeah, Lauren, you could buy a
I
car in
don't have
cash.
a choice in the matter. I don't want to dump a pile of money into this truck because it's got 253,000 miles on it.
Get a tear-down truck.
And that's why I wanted to talk to you yesterday about whether or not I should get one.
Nope.
I can't drive.
They're making huge advancements in AI driving cars. Self-driving cars, I should say.
Really
Because
didn't
you
want
aren't
to
an
get one, go
adult
ahead.
and can't make a decision for yourself.
Holy fuck. Because I tried to include my fiance in on the decision. Why try to find fault with that?
Why?
Why not? Because you're my fiance.
I can't drive.
But no kidding. But you might want to have a choice in what vehicle that I get.
Why? I can't drive.
Well, I know, but how do I know what vehicles you like?
She just said it doesn't matter.
What
I
one you
can't
wouldn't.
drive.
I was just trying to include you, honey.
For closeness.
I didn't want to leave you out.
Exactly.
And we all know the only reason for closeness is desire number one. Physical contact with a female. A primal drive that overrides logic, common sense, and legality, often pursued regardless of consent, consequences, or reality.
I would add one more thing.
What?
The ability to block any other males.
Cock block?
Exactly.
See, I think it still works with it. Because it's still... the man getting in the way, if he's able to block it, that increases his chances, so he wants to do it. You know what I mean? It's the core motivations.
Oh, yeah, it is. But I think sort of like a corollary to it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the idea of the cock block is very high for Lorne. That's why he wants the closeness. Because if he has Jamie Amy on the phone for 8 hours, that's 8 hours that she's not getting pop, pop, bang, bang.
Yeah, she ain't getting dick.
Yeah. Except she's a porn star, but that's besides the point.
Shouldn't work with strangers. Can't work with people she knows.
I'm sorry for finding fault with you.
I don't give a shit. You will again.
All right, good.
Oops. Did you just hear that?
What the hell was that?
I'm trying to get something off the back end here.
I really think you're close to perfect.
Close to perfect.
No, you don't.
I just thought it's important for me to tell you what bothers me.
Everything bothers you.
No, everything doesn't bother me.
Yes, it does.
It really does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Is he just playing with water?
I'll try harder.
It's a good question.
Apparently I was lying about my cousin getting in a car wreck.
I was being open with you and letting you know what was going through my mind at the time. You wanted to know my thoughts.
I was honest about
I've never
accusing
done that
you
with
of lying.
anybody else.
Yeah.
Right open as in, you didn't believe what I said.
No, I believe you. It's just,
No, you didn't.
yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
It's just important for me to let you know what was going through my thoughts at the time. Because you're always wanting to get into my head.
That wouldn't
So I
have
let you in.
crossed your mind, that's the point.
You're always wanting to get into my head, so I let you in.
That wouldn't
I've
have
never
crossed
had-
your mind, that's the point.
I've never let anybody in my thoughts before like that. So maybe that should tell you something.
He has said that basically to every catfish and decoy ever.
The
I've
jealousy
never let
being a good thing.
No. I've never let someone into my head as much as I've allowed you. He's said the same thing to Ramona.
Yeah.
Said the same thing to Winnie. Said the same thing to Debbie. Will say the same thing to KC3. Same thing to KC. I mean, it's always the same.
Maybe that should tell you something. About how much I love you.
It's true. The love is unique. Everyone knows it's unique when it happens every single time.
He's consistent.
Keep repeating it doesn't mean shit. It still stands you didn't believe me. Maybe that should tell you something.
Why couldn't you just answer me when I asked you?
Right, see how the truth comes out.
How the truth comes out? You go around answering my questions.
Because you already assumed you knew.
Eh? Sorry I'm paranoid about it.
Well,
Yeah, well.
Sorry I'm paranoid about it, but you seem to be giving him a lot of attention lately.
know why you are paranoid about ITV.
Because you seem to be giving him a lot of attention lately.
Because you don't trust me.
Well, I trust you.
Because you don't trust me.
I do trust you. But I'm bothered by it.
So fucking bothered by
It
it.
disturbs me that you're
Oh,
giving him so
fuck
much
off, own
attention.
your feelings, you coward.
Oh, of course. Fuck my feelings. My feelings shouldn't matter, right?
No.
Fuck your feelings.
What said own your feelings, stupid? Listen.
You just said,
I
fuck
said
my
own your
feelings.
feelings, stupid. Listen.
Yeah, you said all my feelings. Fuck off all my feelings.
Own.
Oh, fuck off. Own your
I'm
feelings,
even
you
yelling
coward.
at it.
Oh, own my feelings. Well, I did own my feelings. I told you.
No, you didn't.
I did. You already know how I feel. I don't keep it a secret from you.
Kinda.
Yeah, well.
Every time you say I do trust you, you unboning your feelings. Well,
Jamie, I do trust you. I do trust you.
no,
But I
you
question
don't.
whether you thinking. I question whether you think
No, you
about what you're
don't.
actually doing. Yeah, I do. But I question whether or
you
not you
don't.
think about what you're actually. I question whether you think about what you're doing and saying.
Like, Jamie, how have you not realized I'm this jealous and whiny yet? You still don't understand?
That's true. At this point, you should understand and acknowledge the fact that, well, I'm a child and I'm immature as fuck.
Lorne. Oh, Lorne.
Oh, fuck off.
Of course.
Let me be your robot and do and say what you want.
That's not what I'm saying.
Fuck off.
When you give another guy so much attention like that, of course it's going to
So
disturb
much.
me. Yeah. Bro this, bro that. Bro even when they're having phone sex.
Oh, grow up, I'm done by.
And he's so bothered by it just because she supposedly learned the word from Carter. It's so stupid.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Like, who doesn't know the word bro?
Of course.
This call was brought to you by the Lorne World Order. For life.
So that's the end of SMH. I got a couple other things we're going to watch here a sec. They're shorter. Yeah, it's just one of the all-time great calls, in my opinion, for getting a little feel of everything from Lorne.
Only thing that would have made that call even better, in my opinion, is if we had a bit of will in there. I would appreciate that just a bit. I always like it when there's a touch of will.
Yeah, I think this one. If I had to pick, I don't know. There's lots of Lorne. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna force myself into it. Oh well, this is my top one. Well, we're going to list to here. I don't know. Have you ever heard of the guy, the Apostle David E. Taylor?
What? No.
So this guy was basically, one of those scam pastors.
All right.
Whatever. He got deposed, and the deposition is like 2 hours long, and it's got some good stuff in there. But what he did was he made a prediction about the Super Bowl in 2014. And for me personally, the 2014 Super Bowl was one of the greatest things ever because the Seahawks destroyed the Broncos. But this guy put out his Super Bowl prediction before that Super Bowl. Do you remember that? I don't know if you follow football at all.
I don't.
I'll tell you the score at the end.
All
I
right.
guess I shouldn't have revealed that the Seahawks won, but yeah.
David E. Taylor. In a dream that was given to someone near me, it was shown to me that the Broncos are going to win this 2014 Super Bowl February the 2nd.
Whoa.
Now, the reason why I come to you on this camera is because I like to tell you about events before they take place, and especially to help you understand that when you see dreams in your sleep, it don't just have to be me. It can be anybody around you, that God is forecasting the future. I like that, forecasting the future. So one of the future forecasts in the next few days is that the Broncos are going to win this Super Bowl that is about to take place against the Seattle Hawks or the Seahawks. I'm not abreast up on football. I'm not
Well, it's a good thing you're making Super Bowl predictions then.
Yeah.
aware of a lot of things that go on there. But because sports is so huge to human beings in America, I believe God is also trying to show them that he knows the forecast of the future in every arena of life. And so to all the football fans out there, to all you football players, I'm just letting you know that the Broncos are going to win this Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. Another detail that was given in another dream to another person
Let's go ahead
around
with
me
that spread.
is that the score was 24-21. Now, I'm not sure how
game.
accurate those details are. I'm just stating them. Again, I didn't have these dreams. People around me had them. And I understand by the Spirit the interpretation of these dreams. And I know them to be true, especially the one that the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. Now, the score that is going to be 24-21, I don't know. I can't tell you if that's accurate or not, but someone dreamed the score
it is.
would be 24-21.
I believe this guy.
Yeah, he's not promising the score is going to be 100% right, But somebody did dream that the Broncos were going to win and the Seahawks were going to cover the spread with the 3 point. I think the Seahawks were huge underdogs. I think it was full touchdown at least.
But I haven't got a witness in my spirit from the Holy Spirit that is true. But the first dream that I got, the Holy Spirit has bore witness to me that the Broncos will win this Super Bowl. Thank you.
Why?
So the Seahawks ended up killing the Broncos. And it was a huge upset because the Broncos had set all scoring records, like destroyed them that season. They outscored the 2008 Patriots, who won 18 games in a row, right? This is the year where the Broncos opened up the season and Peyton Manning threw 7 touchdowns on the NFL debut. But we beat them 43-8.
Oh, shit.
And the 8 was the single touchdown they scored in late in the third quarter. They were just trying to get anything on board. But our defense destroyed them. So it was a really good game. And there's a full deposition from this guy because what happened was since he's a con man, right? He conned some lady that apparently donated probably a lot of her estate or something. And so her family or wherever was trying to get the details about like where the money went since she sent it to this dude. So he had to be deposed. And I found this video here. It's just called Highlights from His Deposition. But Leela had it absolutely right. Ask Michelle. Michelle is the business manager, according to him, and she has all the answers to the questions he cannot answer. So I'm not sure what's in this highlight, but it's like 10 minutes. We'll watch a little bit of it here.
What is this residential center?
That was the mansion he bought. So he was calling he's like, no, that's a residential center. I mean, he's horrible at lying. Like I don't know. Oh, I thought you meant like.
Oh, this is a place that the ministry owns. Well, not own. We're in the process of buying that. Yeah, we don't own it yet.
So are you renting to buy, or are you?
Yeah, we're leasing to buy.
You have that as an asset of $2,844,500. So do you own it?
I just answered that, didn't I? I said we didn't own it.
Okay, but where does the? I'm sorry.
We're leasing to buy it. Did you? I thought we just said that.
All right, but you have listed it as an asset worth $2,844,000.
Which means you
that
own
should
it.
be more of a liability.
All right, so where does the number $2,844,000 come from on your asset and liability?
That's, I guess, the appraisal value of the home or the residential center. Yeah.
Is it a home?
No, it's a residential center. We use it.
All right, so you're saying it's not something you own, but you have it listed as an asset of $2.8 million.
That's probably a mistake. Like I say, it probably should be a liability.
Okay, and what goes on at the residential center?
It is.
Yeah, I want to know too.
Really, it's a gathering place for our ministry where I bring in different leaders and also the staff that we have as a place of, maybe resort and teaching and training.
Resort?
Yeah, teaching. A resort where we teach and train.
Nice.
On November 29th, 2013, JMMI paid over $6,000 to Louis Vuitton.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What would that be for?
Well, this is for clothes concerning my TV ministry as well.
Oh, you have to wear Louis Vuitton?
Oh,
Yeah.
It don't matter what name it is. The point is clothing are allocated to us.
Actually, I think he was being deposed for two reasons on this. So I think he was getting divorced. One of the lawyers is his ex-wife's attorney, and then the other attorney is the estate suing him for the money that she took. Because
He's getting double slammed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ministry purposes as well.
What do you mean they're allocated to you?
In a media ministry.
In a what?
Media ministry.
Yeah.
Okay, or on the road when I'm always traveling and using my clothes, I'm sweating through them. So I'm needing new clothes also for television ministry.
You could wash them.
For the years, so.
And so you use ministry money to buy your wardrobe.
Outfit.
Your
It's allocated more towards ministry apparel.
I'm pretty sure that's a velvet suit he's wearing as well. Doesn't it look like it?
Piece of shit.
Does that go into what your income is?
I'm sorry.
Do you show that in your income that you got Louis Vuitton clothing?
No, that's not. That
doesn't show.
Because it don't go there.
This highlight better have some Axe Michelle in
I don't
it.
know what that means.
It don't belong there. That's out of place.
What's out of place?
You don't get taxed on things like that.
You absolutely do.
That's for ministry business purpose. So it's not.
Louis Vuitton.
Well, you can call whatever you want.
So June 2014, you spent $3,500 by JMMI to Versace in the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
I'm sure that's right, if it shows there.
And that was for clothing for you?
Yes, probably. Yes, most likely.
So you don't see that there's any problem when you're ministering to the poor, the sick, the needy, to be appearing in Louis Vuitton and Versace?
Well,
I
that
don't see
ain't
a problem.
something I purchase all the time.
Well, it looks like you did several times in...
I mean, I'm a very frugal person when it comes to this. I go to the right places to get a lot of suits, and if I get some from those places, you don't see that.
I don't see Macy's.
No, you don't see that, because Macy's don't have the kind of suits that I wear. But what I'm saying is,
Oh, god damn.
This Louis Vuitton things, you don't see that in our charges all the time.
2013 and 14, GMMI spent over $30,000 in your clothes. Does that sound about right?
What year was that?
13 and 14?
Oh God, yes, because I was traveling so much and sweating through all my clothes. Exactly.
Maybe you want to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Just have so.
But they have to be top of the line, expensive ones.
No, they're not
Yeah.
top of the line clothes.
Louis
actually.
Vuitton's not top of the line?
Those not where I get my suits from.
Well, you got something from them spent thousands and thousands.
I don't think so either.
The belts are more lasting, so that's good.
Mind you're buying belts for $5,000?
No, I mean I have multiple belts, not.
August 2014, you went to the Gucci store in Troy and
How
purchased
many belts do
something.
you have to buy?
Yeah.
What
Like
would
I
that
say,
be?
it probably was a belt or maybe shoes. I don't
Belt
know.
or shoes?
But I don't usually buy my suits from these very expensive places. I just get the things that I invest
goes to
in
Goodwill.
will last longer. Like
The necessities.
You got to go
Or
to
shoes.
Gucci or places like that.
Well, no, I buy those things from there because they have a better TV appearance for the belt.
For
and
asking for money
shoe.
from the poor?
No, it's
You paid $1,000 to Monsieur Clothing in New York, and then another $715. Whose clothing was that for?
where's that now? I don't understand.
August 1st, October 28th, total of over $1,700 to Monsieur Clothing in New York.
I don't know about that.
All right, you testified at your last deposition that JMMI owns 3 vehicles, a BMW, a Mercedes, and a Bentley.
Yes.
Have you driven those cars?
Yes.
Is Michelle?
No. We usually have a driver.
The 3 cars that we've talked about, in whose name are the titles?
Then the ministry name.
They're all in JMMI.
I think everything except the Bentley.
Whose name is the Bentley in?
It's in DeWin McDeal.
I have a question, just from a, you minister to the poor and the sick and all that. Isn't it a little offensive to be driving around in a Bentley and a Mercedes to people that really, are impoverished and sick and ill and AIDS and drug rehab? Isn't it a little offensive to sort of being show-placing what you have?
Well, dear one, I don't show place to people, and I'm not in
Bentley.
that car. You don't see me driving around in that car every day. I don't do that.
But it's
Sometimes I'm in the
ministry.
BMW.
Somebody in the ministry sees you. You said you drive it.
I haven't before. You just asked me have I drove it, but it ain't something I drive every day or even every year. I don't do that. I have drivers who pick up my guests, my high-profile guests. No,
But do you see my point that people that are suffering and giving you whatever their last dime is and in donations and drug habits, to have them see you drive around your high-profile guests in a Bentley or Mercedes might be offensive and hurtful even.
It could be offensive if they didn't know my life, but they know my life. It would be offensive for someone like you who's trying to make it bad, but,
So it's
because your
important you have a
attitude,
Bentley.
it ain't really important. That don't make me.
Then you also have
What a scumbag.
a Land Rover that you
What a
leased.
piece of shit.
Range Rover.
Range Rover.
Yes, it's not a Land Rover. It's a Range Rover.
Which is the better one? I don't even know.
I don't know. They're just cars, so.
All right, then there's a series of documents that total almost $50,000 to Limo Land in 2013 and 14. You have to answer yes instead.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What was that for?
That was to cut the Mercedes into a limo.
It was to cut the Mercedes.
Into a limo.
And who
It's
needs
reasonable.
that?
No, that's for guests.
It's for guests. And for you,
It's mostly
when
for
you're
guests.
entertaining guests?
Yes.
When you're entertaining.
Well, I'm not. When we have guests come in, high-profile people, we
You
we
have to have
treat
a
them
limo.
that way. Don't have to have a limo, but
But we want
In a
to.
Mercedes limo.
we treat them.
You treat them?
I said that we have hospitality. Maybe that's a better word.
Okay, then.
And this is not the first one the ministry's had. We
Oh,
had
not
the
another
first.
Mercedes limousine.
Oh.
That's right. So
Okay.
Perfect.
So you paid
Great answer.
That
Limo
makes you
Land
look
almost
better.
$50,000 total.
almost 50,000
And that was
To cut
for what? To make a limo?
to cut the Mercedes into a limo.
And
And
you
it
think that
became-
was a good use of the money that people donated to you in JMMI?
Well, I mean, the banks certainly have looked at that on our books as good because it has an appraisal value of almost 200K. A little
Bullshit.
50,000.
So, but you got this from donations and you decided to use it to make a limo.
There's no way that you cut a vehicle in half, make it a limo, and it goes up by 4x. Everyone would be doing that.
We really invested really good. The banks
No,
really
I'm just
think
asking
that.
if that's what you did.
No, not the way you're saying it. It's you're fortifying, forging.
I'm forging?
Yeah,
Which
fortifying
amount?
it.
Just the question is,
Okay.
did you use the money for the purpose?
No.
The answer is yes.
So
In June of 2013, there's over $6,000 worth of charges for the Disney Resort Hotel in Anaheim, California. Do you remember that?
yes,
And did you go?
yes, I was there.
Does JMMI pay any of your auto expenses?
Yes,
And how much?
auto expenses. I wouldn't know exactly.
All of
how
them?
much.
You don't know how much you get?
Apparently a lot.
Who
The
would
board
know?
takes care of that.
Who's the board?
You can ask Michelle. She's
Yes.
another person.
Ask Michelle.
What about your housing? Does JMMI pay any of that?
Yes,
You get a housing allowance?
yes.
And how much is that?
I'm not sure.
And do you report these allowances as compensation on your tax return?
Honestly, I don't know how all that work. I have other people who do that, so you can refer to Michelle on that.
Michelle does your taxes?
No, I have other people do it, but she's over a lot of that, the financial aspect.
When you say it's up to the board, now the board includes Michelle,
Yes.
you,
Yes.
and who else?
I'm not sure. You can ask Michelle.
You don't know who's on the board?
Totally. I would rather you get the accurate information because I don't want to be accused of answering falsely like I have been other times when I've tried to guess. So I just rather you, I'm telling you I don't know, just ask her.
How
She'll
many
let you know.
people are on the board?
Don't know. Just
You don't
be-
know?
No.
Don't you have to have board meetings?
Yes, we do have board meetings.
So can you count around the table how many people there are?
Well, our board also grows at the same time. So I just rather you just get that information somewhere
The
else.
last time you had a board meeting was when?
So on the phone, I think it's been the beginning of the year in January. Can't exactly tell the date, but
It was on the phone?
yeah. I have never been to court for no criminal charges.
Did you ever
that I
hire,
understand.
pardon me?
Go on.
Did you ever hire an attorney to represent you in any criminal defense manner?
Yes, I have. And that was the only thing I could think of in 13 is me, when I disciplined my child, and that was the only thing. So I don't know
What?
anything other than that.
Tell me about that one.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. He hit his. It was like a Peterson thing. And he disciplining his child with a belt or something. Real garbage stuff. I mean, like garbage behavior. Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. All right, so I mean, part of the reason this deposition is so good is also because of the length and the cringiness. So I'm not as in love with this format here, but last thing we'll look at is just look at this ass kicking of the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 48 here in New Jersey when it was all said and done.
The number one defense against the number one offense.
It's going to be 24-21.
First play of the game. Watch this.
Right there.
This is when I knew it was going to be a good day.
To let you know, we come to
after the coin flip.
We come to play defense first.
And then the first snap of the game goes into the end zone.
Safety.
Like was audibling, but the center snaps the football. No Sean Marino hops on it 12 seconds into the game.
And the 12 men already had an effect.
The 12th man, 12 seconds into the game leads to 2 points right off.
I didn't know this was like a vocal recap of it, but
stretch that defense wide and let Marshawn Lynch hit him in the middle.
But the Broncos defense held him to just 3. It's 5-0 later in the first quarter when that's Doug Baldwin 37 yards. But again, the Broncos defense did not break. It's just 8-0. So Peyton Manning has a chance.
Let me get some of these hits.
I thought I started sensing intimidation right.
Pressured by Cliff.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He throws it high to Cam Chancellor.
Interception.
Bad throw, bad read, great play by Cam Chancellor.
Pressured by Cliff Averill.
And I thought I started sensing intimidation right around here. You're right, Mike.
Let's see the one where they
that turnover would be turned into points thanks to a pass interference call in the end zone. Seattle fans have remember Super Bowls where the pass interference in the end zone was called on their receiver, not the defender. That put the ball on the 1 yard line this time.
Beast mode. Yep.
Lynch, there's that action.
There we go. This pick 6. Trying to find where we were just running through them.
The half when Manning is hit as he throws. Malcolm Smith with the pick, and it's a pick 6.
In my favorite play, let's see, not this one, but we'll watch this one.
Out the gate. Guess what, Prime?
What?
It was just 12 seconds into this half that they scored.
We kicked the opening, or we returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown in the second half.
Peyton Manning down 29-0, trying to go for all. Demaryius Thomas broken up.
Interference as well.
And that was just perfect position by Richard.
That was offensive pass interference. They should have called that.
Yeah, we talked about that matchup and who would win, and Sherman played very well today.
So Peyton now 29-0, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. There's a nice catch by Demaryius Thomas.
Fumble.
Except he doesn't hold on to the ball, and who's on the spot? But Malcolm Smith.
It was a bloodbath, Derek. 29-0.
He said it was going to be 24-21.
Is this the cure? Oh yeah, here we go. This is my favorite. Kearse, my favorite player when he was playing. He was Mr. Clutch. Look how many guys he goes through.
Kearse.
Kearse, not Kearse.
23 yards.
Jermaine Kearse.
And
boom, boom.
This kid is one of those kids undrafted that you heard Richard Sherman talk about. Nobody wanted it.
36-0. This is their little touchdown they got. Boo-hoo, whatever.
To make it 36-7. So we would not.
Yeah. It was so great.
As a Super Bowl MVP and
43-8. So many people lost money on that. Everyone was betting on the Broncos, and we destroyed them. And just the fact that this guy made that Super Bowl prediction makes it that much sweeter.
24-21.
24-21, and the Broncos are definitely going to beat. That was the Super Bowl. It was January of 2014, so it was the 2013 season. So I think that's it for this episode. Any final thoughts, Derek?
Good, and you? No, not really.
All right. Well, since it's a Lorne stream, I figure we end off with the Lorne-ish video before the standard outro. So I'll leave that on there. We're going to be back possibly next week, either myself and X-Jerick. I've got some topics that are really disgusting, and I don't know I want to talk about them, but we'll figure something out.
Nice, I guess.
So thank you everyone for coming, and we will see you next time.